There we go, boys and girls. This is Don with Adventures of the Broken Retired, along with my trusty remote Elmer. We're doing, this is part two. The first one ran a little long. I hope it works out. I can't redo it because it doesn't flow if you try to redo it. I went ahead, I'm still in my brother's tackle box. Sorry I have this. And there's nothing in here. It's just a bunch of little junk. There's nothing really worth going through. There is one thing that I did find in here, though, that I thought was interesting. I have no idea what possesses somebody to save something like this, but at this point, I'm kind of glad I did. Song by Jimmy Buffett. Margaritaville. Blew out my flip-flop, stepped on a pop-top, cut my heel, had to go on back home. Well, in case you've heard that song but never understood what he said, this is a pop top. And you can see how you could step on that baby and go home. For all you youngins out there, what we'll call the pre-keyboard generation, whenever you open up a can of a soft drink or a beer or whatever, you pulled off the pull tab, and then most people quickly threw this on the ground. My screen went out, and then someone would promptly step on it, get cut, or some people would actually put it back in the can and then have it get stuck in their throat and choke. So they outlawed zip tops, pop tops. All right, I'm going to put this stuff away because, like I said, there's really nothing in here of any consequence. Of course, I'm not going to get rid of any of it because why save it for all these years just to throw it away? I will pass the hippo on to my stepdaughter. That's kind of cool. All right, let me deal with this. I'll be right back. All right, thank you for your patience. Let me see what else is in here. All right, there is a Holy Bible. Large print for easy reading. And evidently I read it right to transparency because it's gone. It's just an empty box. I don't know why I would have kept that either. This is the game of Pit. This game was introduced to our family by Pat. And this is the actual Pat edition, copy, whatever. Pat actually owns this game. And I know that because he's got his name on it right there. This is the actual original game of Pit. Now, if you're not familiar with Pit, let me tell you how it works. First of all, this is a very loud and very rowdy game. Okay? You have cards, and the cards represent commodities, stock market commodities. Rye, wheat. I know there's barley, wheat, flax, oats, hay, sugar. They're each card. And the point of the game is to trade cards with other players until you get a hand of like cards. Your whole hand is all cards that are all the same. It has a bell to start and stop the game. This game is very loud, very fun. Warn your neighbors if you're going to play. We have had people show up the next day and say, I don't know what you guys were doing last night, but it sounded like a lot of fun. What were you doing? Well, we were playing Pit. See what else is in here. All right. Let's see what the poster's of, shall we? Oh, this is the crawfish poster. I can't make it stay out so you can see, but it's the crawfish poster. I hadn't seen this in years. Had this for a long time. I like this poster. Roll this back up. Got to keep closer eye on the time too, because man, I hope that first one didn't run longer than what I can download. That would be a bummer. All right, poster. Now there's a bunch of stuff. I'm not really sure what it is. A bunch of old ties. Oh, wow. I forgot I even had this. Check that out. I'm a motorcycle guy, and someone gifted me this. That is a, looks like a World War II Beamer. This is cool. This will not go back in the box. This will go on the shelf in my office because I like this. Treasure hunting is fun. There's an old plastic bag I think I can get rid of. There's a soft disc with the January '99 edition of the Southern Off-Road News, my magazine that I once published. Here's my cool. I guess these are cool Elvis glasses. I don't know if they were mine or not, to be honest with you. Like I said, a bunch of old ties. Ha 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 ha. Here's something for you. You know, this is probably considered, it's probably considered an antique now, but it was very futuristic, excuse me, in its time. Check this out. A Samsung cell phone. Boy, does that look Stone Age or what? And this is, you know, fairly new stuff. Pack of matches from Antel Cadillac Oldsmobile. Antel Cadillac was a car dealership in Canandaigua, town I grew up in as a kid. And I worked there for a little while. And when I left to go, when I left Canandaigua the first time I left to go to Florida, I left Antel. So that would have been July of '78. So I've had these since then. There's no matches in them. But I still got the matchbook. What am I? Almost 9 minutes in. I gotta watch that. I don't know why I have all these ties. I don't think I need to keep these. Get rid of those. All right. See what else we got here. Just a bunch of paperwork. Ooh. That, my first car was a 1964 Chevrolet Bel Air. And that used to say Bel Air. But this is off of the first car I ever had. I saved it, obviously. This is a bunch of computer program discs from probably the first computer that I ever had, which I still have, by the way. It's a Gateway 2000. It has Windows 95. You can't hook it up to the internet because it doesn't have enough brain capacity to be able to hook it up. But it does still work, and all the stuff that I had in there back in 1995 is all still in there. Of course, I don't know what any of the passwords are, so I have no idea how to get it out. All right, we're going to continue on here in just a minute. This is the key tag from the 1998 Yamaha Blaster that I bought back in early 2000s. This thing was a lot of fun. If you know what a blaster is, they're a lot of fun. All right, time to end the second part of this. Thank you very much for being here. Please subscribe, like, and share. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you know when the other videos come out and you don't have to go digging through and find them in case you'd like to watch them. We're going to hit the 11-minute mark here in just a minute. I know that that'll fit. Me and my trusty remote, Elmer the Reckless, look forward to seeing you for part 3. Elmer, take us out of here, brother. Okay, let's try this again. Elmer, take us out of here, brother.